Mike Tyndall has co-founded Rugby 360, new globe-trotting rugby union league that aims to attract top talent to lucrative careers, playing careers and matches in various international cities and so on. So what's your view on 360, can I ask? And the rugby organisations saying that they're going to restrict 360 league players making international appearances?
Well, I have to be very careful what I say about Tins, because he's doing very well on the Royal Family at the moment. I can see some of you filming me. Reiterate, I am getting divorced, so please don't get me cancelled because I need the cash. You know, Michael, you know, as I said, he's doing well. He's had Andrew out, he's had Harry out. I think he's probably one big bus crash away from being king, and I don't want you lot to spoil that for me, because on the next flyover, I want to be on the balcony as his number one assistant, waving, giving it that one to everyone as they come past. And so, you know, I think Tins is best placed for this. You know, he's an incredible networker. He obviously won a World Cup. I mean, he went to Australia 2003, came back with a World Cup winners medal and a princess. I mean, if Carlsberg did holidays, that's one that I should have jumped on. You know, rugby needs to be disrupted. I'm genuine, and I said to you earlier. So, interesting enough, 1987 World Cup. England, Scotland, Ireland and Wales vetoed there being a World Cup. Our home union said, we don't want a World Cup. And all the Australians, South Africans, New Zealanders said, we want a World Cup. All of our league, they said, we don't want it. There's no place in rugby for it. It's now the third or second biggest sporting thing in the world. They got that wrong. Rugby does not know what it's doing. Yeah. And I did a report the other last year, I'm doing a foreword for it again this year, where the Premiership teams, 7 teams were balance sheet insolvent. We lost 2 teams to bankruptcy. Rugby loses money hand over fist. The business model does not work in any way. If I tried to ask you to invest in rugby and I said, oh, by the way, rugby makes 200 million, but we spend 400 million, you'd be like, what the hell? Who came up with this? Yeah. Yeah. And so R360, I think, is a way of shaking up the old duffers and getting them to think about what they're doing. I think it's about promoting rugby, it's about changing the dynamic. I think it's about making rugby better. It's not about ruining the Premiership. Premiership does not work as it stands. I think what will happen is the top talent will go off and play in this league when it comes to fruition. The Premiership will then rebalance salary cap wise. A lot of the younger players and youth will come through those teams. The teams will reset. People will probably have 2 teams. They'll have a Leicester Tigers and a New York Falcons, or whatever the hell they're going to call it. And I think it'll make a really big difference. I think they'll look after the players better. They'll play less rugby. You'll have all the entertainment that we've asked for. You'll have these heroes. You'll have these big match day experiences. You look at cricket. You know, cricket was so reluctant to I can't remember his name. Someone Packer came into that league, started transforming things, putting people on big contracts. We've now got the IPL, the Big Bash, the 100. Cricket was dying on the vine as a county sport. 5 days. 3 blokes were in the stand, 2 of them were asleep, one of them wasn't sure where he was. Yeah. You know, rugby has to change, and anyone who says it doesn't is completely barking mad, because it's just not working. The product on the field is great, there's some great entertainment, some incredible players. It does not make money, it loses money hand over fist, and it's all got to change. And I think the fact that all these international teams have come out and said the players we're not going to let them play, it's reminiscent of not wanting a World Cup. What a mistake that was. So I think they're all out of touch. I don't think they know what they're doing. I think we had the perfect vehicle in rugby in sevens to promote the game. It's a short format, entertainment business, travelling the world, distilling the game that we love into a more simple format. Rugby's very complicated. You watch it now, stop, start. Most people who aren't England fans don't watch club games. So that's the big thing. How do we get all these fair weather fans who watch World Cups to watch club teams? Because how can you go from 80,000 people watching, the women's final and just not anyone watching the Premiership? And women's rugby's growing, but not at a rate that's sustainable. Not that it's a rate that's ever going to make any of them wealthy. And so it's positive, but it's just not happening fast enough. So I think R360, I hope, if it comes to fruition through financial, will change the game, rattle things up, make people think, change what needs to be done. Because there's a lot of people sitting around doing things because they've always done it. And there's nothing worse in life going, well, we've always done it this way. Why? Well, we've always done it. That's not an answer.
Okay, so at that point, let's just put your